We started our ability, we built the Jobs Ability platform to be able to assist individuals with disabilities in matching skills and interests with existing positions today. Here's how it works. Come to ourability.com or ourability.jobs. Ourability.jobs is our public jobs board. This morning here in December 2025, there are 40,563 jobs around North America. These jobs are scraped up and down from our corporate partnerships, and so the numbers will go up and down accordingly. These jobs are reflective of all over North America. We have jobs in every state and Canada, and so we urge you to come in, search the jobs, search by keyword, just like you would an old-fashioned way, and you can see these. But if you want more assistance, we urge you to log in or create a profile. And so this is where the beginning of the magic happens. The very first thing you're going to do is if you are a job coach developer or if you're an employer, you're going to click the register button. And when you click the register button, you're going to register as a job coach or employer, and the registration is going to go through. If you're an employer, you will email us at Our Ability, which is info@ourability.com, that you've done so. Once we've approved that you're one of our employers that have jobs posted on our website, we will tie your jobs to your login so you'll be able to see your own job postings. And I'll explain why that's important in a moment. If you're a job coach working with multiple people, again, you're going to log in as a job coach, and then we're going to tie you with those candidates that request you. But most importantly, it's about candidates. And so if you're a candidate that's looking for assistance in matching to career, this is for you. If you have a Gmail or work with Google, and especially if you're on Chrome, we urge you to log in with your Gmail. First and foremost, it's this easy. You can also register the old-fashioned way by registering as a candidate with your existing email and creating a password. But again, we hope you log in with Google if you are a candidate. You're going to continue with Google. Chrome is going to know who you are. You're going to be verified almost immediately. And the very first place it's going to take you for first-time users is we want you to upload a resume or upload the PDF of your LinkedIn profile. Now, we prefer the PDF of the LinkedIn profile to the resume because resumes, in a lot of cases, have different fonts, different colors, different images, whereas LinkedIn builds it for us. So, example, I'm going to go to my LinkedIn profile here for a minute. I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to go to resources. I'm going to save to PDF. It's going to save it to PDF. I'm going to go back to the login. I'm going to grab this folder from the downloads. I'm going to grab it right now. Here's my profile. I'm going to upload it. When I'm uploading the PDF of my resume or the PDF of my profile, you're going to notice that the little processing widget goes across the screen. And what it's doing is it's grabbing the pertinent information from my resume. What it's going to grab is a summary of who I am. It's going to grab, obviously, first name, last name. It's going to grab email address. It's also going to grab any work history, any education, and if your skills are identified in your LinkedIn profile, and they probably are, it's going to grab those skills. Now, what we ultimately want to do is to be able to take those jobs that we've got on our public jobs board and make recommendations to you. Uh, a little verification is going to pop up. It's going to ask us to verify first and foremost your cell phone number and your zip code. Those are really important. The cell phone number because we're going to begin texting you recommendations, job recommendations right to your cell phone. Zip because we want to know, or postal code if you're in Canada, we want you to get jobs that are relevant to you. So we've grabbed all this information. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting in the years of our education. And so I'm going to put the years in mine here. I'm going to say that it's completed. I'm going to do this in my master's, and I'm going to say it's completed. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to start building in the dates of where I've worked. Now, this is important. Please note that it's year, month, day, and we want to make sure that you put the information in here properly, because again, this is also very, very important. The reason why the dates are important is because in our algorithm, we take into consideration how long you've been working in these responsibilities. So this is something very important, and we want to make sure that you do this. So I'm going to preload these in because they've already been in here before. And so I'm going to add these right here, and I'm going to go. All right, so here we go. We've added this information. You'll notice once I've got the dates in here, the submit button lights up. I'm going to submit the information into my profile, and it's that fast. So that took about 3 to 4 minutes to be able to upload the information. And now I'm going to be asked a series of 10 questions. First and foremost, are you willing to relocate or not? If I put no, that postal code that you put in or zip code that you put in, that's where this becomes relevant. If I put yes, then you're going to be placed against jobs all over North America. Nature of the work that you prefer, remote, hybrid, in person, no preference. Whichever you prefer, that's fine. We understand fully that individuals with disabilities may prefer certain types of work. If you aren't sure, lean into no preference because that will give you a better match. Then what we're going to do is ask you what is your most successful job and why. And so this is important because this starts to tell people who you are. And this is different than just a resume. What we're saying to you is that is there something that differentiates yourself that may be able to go into the algorithm? Reason being, individuals with disabilities notoriously been placed where it's easy to be placed. But we all understand from statistics in the labor movement that you're more likely to stay somewhere where you really enjoy where you're working. And so we want to understand your skills, your interests, and your ability. And so we're putting this in these questions, and we ask that you answer them and take some thought. Now, I just typed these 5 words because that's how long it's going to take me to type these. Um, let's go. We'll do that. Sales analytics, if I can spell it properly. It does have a spell check. So as I type without fingers, then sometimes that happens. And so these are things that you want to put in here. Save, save. Now I'm just going to skip through these very quickly. Um, but I do want you, as you're building these profiles, or if you're helping someone build these profiles, I want you to think about these answers. I'm doing this hunt and peck very quickly. I really want you to either voice dictate or build these as a way that as a way for you to tell us who you are. Now, you're going to notice almost immediately these jobs are popping up. So what I want to do is go back. I want to go to profile and I want to show you the profile that I just built. You'll notice I just did it in front of you. And what it did is it started to take hold. You can always come back to the on the profile to the more about you and fill these in. And I really, really, really want to say it again. I urge you, fill this in because this will help the job recommendation engine. And also, you can add work history, you can add education as you go along. The next thing that you're going to do, though, is you're going to go to jobs and you're going to come down to recommended jobs. And you're going to notice that my profile's been built for a while. It's showing me 918 jobs from our public jobs board. What we've done is we've taken these 40,000 plus jobs and we are recommending, Jobsability is recommending 918 jobs to me based on my upload and my answers. And so this is really important. You'll notice also one of the most important elements that we built in here was job appropriate recommendations, meaning I'm a manager, I'm an owner. I've been a manager and owner for years. I need to be seeing jobs here that reflect that director, administrator, manager. And so not only that, but in the details of the job, we're reading through the information for you so that we can make this recommendation to you. And then what you can do is if this job is recommended to you, you can go off and apply. So this job section is really important. And what you're going to want to do is every time that you log in, you're going to want to make sure that the jobs are refreshing and that you're taking a look at these jobs. And if they are appropriate, here's a very interesting job in Rochester, Minnesota. You will click apply. Now, when you apply to this job, you go off into your applicant tracking system. Two things happen. One, I get an email saying that you have applied to a job. And if you require assistance in navigating, in this case with the Mayo Clinic, then we know people there and we can do that. Two, the Mayo Clinic then is going to know that you've come through our system. So it's very important that that you do that and consider this. But again, very first thing that will happen, you'll be asked to upload your resume, your LinkedIn profile. It's going to ask you to verify your profile with that pop-up screen. Then you're going to answer the 10 questions. You're going to click save. And the next time you log in, you're going to see recommended jobs that are appropriate for you. Now, if you are a job developer, the way it's going to work is this. You're going to log in. We're going to tie the candidate that has requested to work with you to your dashboard. You're going to be able to see that candidate. You're going to be able to view their profile, and you're going to view their profile. But most importantly, you're going to see the jobs that are recommended to them. So you're not going to be able to do anything with this, but you're going to be able to help the candidates that you're working with see the jobs that are recommended to them so that you can do the work. And this is really one of the features that we like building. So specifically, if we're talking with service source individuals, if you've got multiple candidates in here and we've tied you to them, you're able to come in, view the profile, verify that they've got the right information in, and then do some work on, hey, have you applied or taken a look at this clinical informatics training job? Also, if you're a business, when businesses log in, they come into the system. You're going to notice that when you log in as an employer, once we've grabbed your jobs and tied them to your email address, in this case, since our ability doesn't have any jobs in here, I'll show you what we've done. We've tied my jobs to Rogers Cable. Rogers Cable is a Canadian employer, and so we're gonna show you the way it works. You'll log in, you'll see your own jobs. So if you're from Rogers, you get your jobs. If you're from Lowe's, you'd see your jobs, what have you. You'll click on the job, grabbing the first job here, and it's a employee relations advisor in Montreal. And so you're going to scroll the job to verify that job, and then at the bottom, you're going to see candidates that match this job. So then you're going to be able to view their profile, and you're going to be able to email them directly. So you're able to search candidates in the system based on your own job on the public jobs board, or you can search candidates based on information that's in here. So I'm looking for somebody that deals with Python, and I can do that and grab that information.